It's the 27th of March 2011. I'm looking at a Right Royal fairy tale for my back garden in Ireland. It's actually a book that's going to be published on the 1st of April on Kate and Will's. I think it's great. I also think there's some really great news in the Sunday Times and the Sunday Business Post today. And as an American in Ireland, I've got a take on the ethics, innovation, the measurement, and technology. Start here with the Sunday Times, pointing out to you that these papers came late because the time went forward. It means somebody got messed up somewhere, a print job or the delivery guys. So I made a quick comment on audioboo.fm, stroke topgold, about spending most of my day with rock cress and other things in my back garden. I'll show you that later. But inside the paper, some interesting stuff about delicacies, going hungry for recognition. That's Kara Kenny writing the article, and that's Richard Corrigan slicing up some meat. The point of the article is, if you're promoting Irish food, you might want to list it. Just 4 Irish foods are included among the 1,000 on the Protected Food Name Scheme. That puts Ireland 19th out of 27 countries. I talked about that with Peter Ward in the EGF Dell course yesterday, the importance of registering who you are. It might be good to register Dennis O'Brien and Michael Lowry on the table of ethics. I have to kind of recuse myself because I've been at ground zero with Michael Lowry, and I've gotten help from him. What things that TDs do, they help constituency issues. Now what Michael did, according to a 2,300-page report, is he helped Dennis O'Brien, a non-constituent, get a telephone license, very big, and helped Dennis on the path to billionaireville. Mark Tye writes this big article, damning in fact, about how Michael Lowry, the elected representative, basically delivered a license for ESAT, and in turn O'Brien transferred money, about 447,000 Irish pounds, to Michael Lowry's personal accounts. Oh, my back garden. So, little girl running around may have better schools because of Michael. And that's why I got to kind of excuse myself because, you know, in Ireland, you deliver for your locals, and that gets you re-elected. Mia likes Michael. Silence is what happened, though. Silence. To the tribunal, a wall of silence that ran up around the civil servants around the issue of what did Michael do as a minister to help forward Dennis O'Brien's submission. Well, what wasn't silenced was a statement made by a member of the project team, Ed O'Callaghan, and he basically said, look, we had a report to sign off on, we didn't sign it off. No final report, no consensus was asked for, no vote, no decision for the allegedly unprejudiced project team. You got to read the report. That's what people say. Or else, go buy the shoes. That's Irish try-scoring hero Tommy Boat, and the boots. The boots of Lloyd and Price. I need boots. I'm wearing these shoes without running. They're getting green now from mowing grass with it. Shouldn't do that. Okay, so Michael Lowry. There's an ethical issue behind him. Front page of the Sunday Business Post. And, you know, you don't have to look very far to find out ethical issues in other places, like in SIP2. Nicola Cook gives a front page story to a slush fund for high-ranking SIP2 officials. That's a union. They didn't break any rules, keeping that slush fund there to help on trips and corporate entertainment. No rules broken. And that's kind of the position that Michael Lowry's in. I mean, unless you actually sign up to the UN protocol as a government, as a nation, to what it means to be corrupt, to what it means to feel undue influence, there's no rules broken. You just continue business the way you do business in Ireland. Need some help? Call the man you elected. He'll make a few phone calls. You'll get your stuff. Stress tests are concerning banks. Cliff Taylor, John Hill, Pat Leahy writes about potential loan losses that some banks are going to face between 18 123 billion euro worth of loans. Some of those loans are mortgages, some of them are more developers. And these stress tests are pushed by Europe to make sure the banks are within limits. Don't know. More money blowing out. Now Michael got his money, except he might get stuck. In this picture from 1997, he may get stuck with a big legal bill on the back of the Morality Tribunal. Very murky tale, so says Pat Leahy. He's the political editor of the Sunday Business Post, pointing out that very adverse findings in the report. Like I said, you got to read it. I have to read it. Big findings, though. Dennis O'Brien did give big money to Fine Gael. Footnote: Fine Gael's not making it illegal to take those kind of big money payments even today. Michael Lowry wanted to get involved in the process as a minister when it was supposed to be kind of a hands-off internal civil servant policy. And Dennis O'Brien gave big bucks to Michael. Not in that check, but in a path of payments that the judge says existed. It's up to you to believe the judge or believe the denials. Okay, no denying this. That's Hanley Technology, Hanley Energy. Really good innovations for managing your energy at your house. Those energy management services actually need broadband, though, so it'd be handy to be able to do smart metering at home and smart energy controls, broadband. I don't think Ireland's going to pay for broadband for everybody, though. Catherine O'Mahony in Media World talks about tracking sentiment on Twitter. We teach a course in social media. Measuring the impact that you have is important in a campaign. The sentiment. What Catherine doesn't mention are the big tools like Radiant 6 that really give you impact. Video. We're doing it now. Ellen Curtin, Ian Debris also doing video. Get their profile there from, I think they're in the Cube there in Dundleary. Good stuff. Protecting the rich instead of doing the state some service. Backroom is a column inside the Sunday Business Post. But they're basically saying TDs. TDs work with constituency work. You elect a TD like Michael Lowry with first preference votes, and you expect him to do your ring-arounds for you. Until that kind of program changes in Ireland, we're stuck. We're stuck. One last thing. Between the lines, Vincent Brown says, read that report. Know what these guys did according to a judge. Make your own decision. Okay. Quick back garden report, then we'll go. The Wendy house is still here. We got some solar lamps. I may come out here and show you a picture of it. We have a new gardener that we've trained, and all these images are up on flickr.com/photos /Irish Eyes. You can follow me on Twitter. My nickname is there. It's topgold. Appreciate you listening to this American in his back garden saying, we have ethical problems here in Ireland. Bye for now.